Hey y'all! Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be setting up my monthly overview and my budget planner, as well as my few additional pages at the beginning of the month. For example, my bills page and my dashboard, and then the monthly overview of February. So let's turn to February and get started. I am using these stickers by Thule Plans. I got them off of Etsy. She is located in Sweden, which I really like because they get shipped here very quickly. And so yeah, let's get started. So the first page I'm going to be setting up is this page here, which is my monthly check-in page. So there's the monthly check-in for January. I have to fill it out as we're getting close to the end of the month. And I'm just going to white out the top part here. And then this pink washi tape here. So now that I have my washi down, I'm just going to find my sticker that says monthly check-in. I have this really cute sticker book the Functional Planner Company made for me. It keeps all of my budget stickers in here. So I'm just looking for the one that says monthly check-in. There we go. And this sticker is also from the Functional Planner Company. So there is that, and I'm just going to grab my Muji 3.8 and write in the questions, which I have to glance back at. So the first one is, what were our biggest wins for a month? And number 2, did we meet our budget? If not, why not? Number 3, did we achieve this month's goals? If not, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4. What is one thing we learned on tracking our expenses? And then we will do this within 1 month to improve. So that is our monthly check-in questions. Of course, I set this up prior to the month, so if I know, like February 15th, that something is going to set or knock our budget off, I can go ahead and write it down. But also, keeping these questions in the forefront of my mind as we progress on through the month really helps us to stay on track. For each month, I replace the Erin Condren quote with a financial quote from Debt Free Charts, and so this one is remember why you started. So next, we're going to be setting up our monthly bill page and then our monthly dashboard page. So we're going to set up this page first. It's close enough to the middle. Sometimes I keep our normal bills here as well, because the KID number, which is our tracking number for each bill, changes every month. And so I need that new number once we get the bill. So I do write some of those down as well. But right now I don't have anything to write there. So we're just going to move over to our monthly dashboard. So I did white out this part here. I'm gonna have to do it a little different this time because you can see through this light pink. So you still see a hint of the letters, but that's okay. And my February sticker is also from Functional Planner Company. So these are part of the kit. And this one just says important. If anyone has any ideas of what I can use this space for, I would love to know them. Actually, looking at these stickers, I think what I'm going to actually do this month, because I will have a lot of extra hours, and so will my husband because of the cruise boats, I think I'm going to put this work sticker down, and I'll keep track of all of our extra work hours. That is what I'm going to do this month. So now that we have our dashboard set up, let me grab these dots and my spatula tool. So let's talk about goals. So our goals for January were to start setting up our sinking funds, which we did that. Read Your Money or Your Life by Vicki Robin, and I did that. Pay off our Clearo accounts, which I did that, and to transfer all subscriptions to a special account. I actually transferred most of them, but I think I have one or two that I actually am doing today, so that will be done. So our goals for February are about this, very similar. Our goal is to pay off Robin's Klarna account, pay off half of my Santander. I'm trying to figure out which book I want to read next. I think I'm going to read The Millionaire Next Door. Our fourth goal will be to stay in budget for groceries. Our grocery budget is one of the biggest places we have problems with spending too much money. It's always... In Europe, the concept of going to the grocery store is very different from what it is in the United States. When we lived in the States, I often would do one very large grocery trip to Costco or Sam's Club at the beginning of the month and get meat and all that kind of stuff I could buy in bulk. And then we did a bi-weekly grocery store trip to buy more like produce and that type of things. And to be honest, also in the States, we got most of our meat, not all of our meat, but we got our pork and our beef from a local farmer. We actually purchased half of a cow and half of a pig at a time. And so we had a freezer full of meat that would last us about 6 months. And when that was up, we would be getting our second half and so on. So that was a big chunk of our budget for groceries, and it was much cheaper in the long run to buy from the butcher or from the farmer direct. And that's not really done here. Also, refrigerators tend to be much smaller, which means you can't have as many groceries. and we live in a very tiny apartment. It's only about 900 square feet, 800 square feet, and so we just don't have the space to have a ton of bulk items like toilet paper and that kind of stuff like I did in the States. So we often go to the grocery store during the week, but we often end up, oh, we're out of butter because no one paid attention to the fact that we were running low on butter. And so now we have to run to the grocery store to get butter, but going to the grocery store like that ends up being about 4 or 5 different items, 4 of which we did not need, and so on. So we're really working on staying in budget for our groceries. It's something that we actively... So that is that. And that page is all set up, so let's go and do our monthly spread. So I'm just gonna kind of move, so actually I'm gonna go ahead and turn it all the way upside down so I can start on this side. So one of the things I really like about Thule plans is the fact that I can buy Monday starts and change stuff so that it is a Monday start planner. I'm going to add in my blocks up here. So I'm going to actually fold it back up. So 29, 28, 27, 26. I'm going to do the sticker numbers first, actually, to be honest, because this is the only problem when it comes to redating a planner. So there we have all of our dates down. Now, normally I white out the holidays, but I'm going to have to wait and do that until I get some new whiteout because my whiteout is not working. So, and for some of them, I will be covering them up with stickers anyway because this one will actually get covered up because I will get Lånekosten money there, which is school money. I will get paid there. And this month my husband will get a paycheck from my job as well for guiding, so we'll use a green for him. And then he gets paid on the 28th. So that'll be... And then here we get Barnatrate money. I think just to cover this 30 up, I'm going to put this little flag up here. So there is that. I just have to keep flipping back to January to see what I did. So yeah. So now that we have that in, I'm just going to write down what these are. So this is Lånekosten. 5,000 and some odd change, I have to remember. Robin. But I just wrote my name. No. So this will be my paycheck. I'm just writing Robin there. And then this is Robin's paycheck, and this is Barna. So those are our 5 income sources for the month. Lånekassan is student loan money that I get, but here in Norway it's done very differently, because after I finish my marketing program that I'm part of, they will take a good portion of that and make it a grant, which means I don't have to pay it back. And then as long as we live where we live, they will continue to write off up to a certain portion every year. So that's the only reason why we have that. Barnetrygd is also money from the government. This is money to help us with the kids. We get 2108 for both kids total. So individually it's 900 and some odd change. I don't remember. Divide 2108 by 2 and you'll find it out. My paycheck is different every month. Well, not every month, but in February I will be getting paid for extra hours I had in January for the cruise ships and any other extra work. We also had a lot of Hurtigruten boats, which are like coastal ferries. They're small. They're not as big as cruise ships, but they go up the fjords all the way from South Norway to North Norway and back down. And if the weather's bad, they come into port. So I've had some extra hours. My husband's paycheck also varies a little bit every month based on if he's had overtime or holiday pay or so on. So it'll be different every month because sometimes he gets that and sometimes he doesn't. Okay, so now that we have all of my income sources in, we are going to lay down these bill stickers. I'm not sure who I ordered these from. I don't remember, but I will leave the link down below. I ordered them off of Etsy, so I know they came from there. I just don't know the name of the shop. But I will leave them in the description box down below. So I need to go back here to the monthly spread. So that is all of my bill due stickers for right now. I'm just going to add a little flag at the top here to cover up the rest of the dot. So the first bill that's due on the 1st is our Easy Bank loan, and it's 3,177.94 order. So if you're new here, we live in Northern Norway, so all of these numbers are in Norwegian kroner, not US dollars or euros or anything else. So if they look really high, it's because we're in Norwegian kroner. The next bill that we have due on the 4th is rent, and that is 10,000 a month. And on the 5th, actually rent is due on the 5th, and our car payment is due on the 4th. But it is okay that I swap them up because they are, they go out anyway. I don't actually pay them. They're on auto draft. And our car payment is 2,861.48 order. The two on the 19th are our two Santander accounts. And I'm going to leave the amount of mine blank because our goal is to pay off half of it, so I'm actually going to leave it blank right now. So I'm just going to write down my husband's, which is $961.83 water. So the next bill is on the 15th we have Alta Craftlog, which is our internet, but we actually pay for 2 internets, one for here and one for our the family's cabin. So our internet will be $439, and the cabin's internet is $444.66. So that is $883.66. On the 16th, we have the Coop credit card, Lona Carlson. So on the 15th, we'll get my Lona Carlson money, but on the 16th, we have to pay my husband's Lona Carlson bill. The Coop credit card, our minimum payment on that is $457.99. And Lona Carlson is $337, but we did not actually get a bill in January, so I'm assuming that they will make us pay January and February and February. And that sometimes happens after they take the money that they deduct every year off, that sometimes it takes them a few months before they do new invoices. And we have to pay it again. So we'll do $674. And then the last bill we have here is, we'll actually have one more. So we'll have utilities. I don't know what our utilities will be, and we normally get that information the first week of the month. So I will wait. And then the last bill we have is Barnahagen, which is basically daycare for our daughter. She starts school in August, and Barnahagen just went up, so the new one is, I wrote it down last month. Actually, I didn't write it down, so I have to find out what the new amount is. Every once in a while they increase it, and they just did that as well. So those are all of our bills for the month. Now normally here on the side I write down our kids' 2 accounts. So Anya's, our daughter's account, has not changed. So she has 2007 kroner in her account. And our son's, I have to actually go into the bank to check it because his has changed. Last month he had 260 kroner, but I think he's pretty much spent all of that on V-Bucks, if anybody knows what those are, for Fortnite playing. So he's allowed to spend about 100 kroner of his money every month, and he chose to do that, so he should have about 160 left. Anya's account will be going down between this month and next month because she wants to get her ears pierced. She'll for her 6th birthday, and so we'll be paying for her ears to be pierced, but she has picked out certain earrings that she wants that are quite expensive, so we said we would pay half for her birthday present, and then she had to pay the other half. So some of that money will be coming out of there. So that is all that I have right now for this month. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to come back when I actually do my budget, as well as our variable income spreads and our sinking fund spread. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed already, please hit that red button down below. We would appreciate you joining our tribe here. Let me know what your biggest difficulties with budgeting is down in the comments. I would love to help in any way that I can. And until next time, see you later. Bye.